Hi, welcome my love to the Oddball Yoga. I am Belle and I will be your yogi guide for today. Today's practice is a nourishing one, all about cultivating that gratitude in light of Thanksgiving. So come to the mat with your comfy sweatpants. Grab a pillow, a bolster, a blanket, block if you may, and we are going to begin today's practice in reclined butterfly. So come to sit at the front of your mat, connect both your feet and allow your knees to open up and fall to the side. You may reach for a bolster or two pillows like me, and place it behind you as you slowly inch back, reclining back into your butterfly. If your knee is not reaching the ground here, you may reach your feet slightly forward or place two blocks or pillows right underneath your knee. Get as comfortable as you can in this pose. And once you're there, rub both palms, generate some heat, and place your left palm to your heart, right palm to your belly. Stay here, or if you're feeling more open today on the receiving end, maybe open both palms to your side. Find whatever feels the most nourishing for you. And allow yourself to ground, to sink in this pose. Feeling that gentle stretch through the inner groin, the inner thigh. Maybe a slight compression through the lower back as you open through the chest. Take a moment here to observe your breath as you breathe in, feeling the expansion, and breathe out, softening and releasing. See if you can send gratitude. Be grateful for your breath, for being able to breathe freely. Thank your breath as you breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. One final breath, sending gratitude towards your breath, grounding your attention to the practice, and slowly. This is a yin practice, so take your time. Slowly allow your palms to guide your knees back up to meet and climb out of the pose. Placing your props to the side. Send your hips back. We're coming into a gentle cat-cow, so come to cross your feet. Send it back and find your tabletop position. Shoulder above your wrist, hips above your knee. Toes may tuck in or may unfurl. And once you find your neutral spine here, grounding through all four corners as you breathe in to open up your heart, sending your breath into your heart, And as you breathe out, curling, tucking your navel towards your spine, and sending your breath to the back, slowly breathing in, opening up, and exhale to curl in. One final round to surrender and open to the concept of gratitude today. As you come back to center, finding your tabletop in neutral spine, moving into your Anahatasana, melting heart pose. This pose is a vulnerable one, so take your time as you slowly inch your finger forward. Go as far down as you can, feeling that opening through the armpit here. As you allow your head maybe to reach the ground or place a block in front, allow your head to fall on the block. Chest may reach the ground or may not. Wherever you're at, notice that your hip is stacked above your knees here. As you slowly allow yourself to melt. Leaning in, opening through the front, compressing through your lower back slightly here. Allowing any physical tension or thoughts you've carried throughout the day on your shoulder to slowly melt away. Observing them if it's still here. See if you can send love through your breath, allowing expansion as you breathe in and letting go of the day thus far as you breathe out. Soothing your fight and flight response here. One final breath in and out. Carefully, gently walk yourself out of the pose here, walking your fingertips, your palms back up, decompressing the lower back. As you slowly sit back, option to come to your extended child pose or child's pose. Releasing through the lower back, feeling the blood flowing through the hips, through your lower back, through your shoulder joints that you compressed earlier. Take a moment here to rest, to rejuvenate. One final breath as you slowly walk yourself out of that beautiful child pose. Coming back to your tabletop, slowly moving into a sleeping swan, or what we call pigeon pose in Yang. So in sleeping swan, you're gonna first kick your right foot back, right knee to chest towards your right elbow, and right ankle to come find your left wrist, sending your right shin forward. Flexing through the right foot here to protect your knee joint. You may send your right heel closer towards your hips like me if you feel any pressure on your knee. Making sure to reach your left foot back, Feeling the stretch through the quads, the back quads, the hip flexor instead of your inner thigh here. You may place a block to square the hips if you may. And once you come to a comfortable position here, once you find that sweet spot of feeling the opening through the front hip and stretching through the back hip flexor in your quad, you may come to fold down onto the block or place a bolster or pillow in front of you to fold, easing into the pose. In this pose, right here, right now, maybe take a moment to remember, maybe for the past week, the past month, the past year. What are the good times? Any good things that happened to you? Sending some gratitude to those amazing, beautiful moments in your life. Be grateful for them. Receiving that joy at the moment. Tell yourself that you deserve that joy, that happiness. Be grateful for that moment. On your next breath in, allow yourself to come out of the pose slowly, coming back into tabletop. Again, your choice of extended child's pose or child's pose here. As you sit back, both palms reach forward, melting your forehead to the ground or to the blanket in front of you. Allow release of compression through the lower back earlier. Allow the gratitude you expressed earlier to settle in. Last breath, come right back up, moving on to the left side this time. Come to prop up in your tabletop, kick your left foot back, flexing through that left foot as you send your left shin forward, parallel, or left heel inching closer towards the hips here. Sending your right foot back this time. Find that sweet spot where you can feel your stretch in the front of the quad, of the back quads here, and your hip flexor. So squaring your hips if you may here, placing a block underneath or a blanket. As you slowly fold forward onto a block or a bolster, whatever feels the most comfortable for you. As you allow yourself to arrive here, this time, come to remember a challenging time that you've been through in the past few days or weeks or in the past year. What have been the most challenging? How do you feel in those times? Allow whatever thoughts or feeling to just arrive here and observe. Sending thanks and gratitude to your past self, or if you're still in those challenging times, thank yourself for still being here, still moving forward or trying to move forward, or the fact that you've moved forward. Be thankful for the qualities that you've built through the adversities here. Thank yourself. With that loving gratitude in mind, slowly coming out of the pose gently here, holding yourself with tender, loving care as we come into child's pose, sitting your hips back. This time, maybe sweeping both arms back, allowing your shoulders to fall in, allowing yourself to sink in to your love cave here. Surrender and notice how you feel.
How do you write about the loss of life when you lost for words?
Observe how gratitude served you.
How do you know it's time to let go when the memory is the only thing that you can hold?
Final release as you slowly roll yourself back up to seated, coming into our saddle pose. So walk further to the front of the mat here, both feet walking right slightly out. We come to sit in between both heels, coming to a hero pose. If you're feeling funky in the knees here, it's perfectly normal. Option to place a block right beneath you to sit, or you may place a blanket or a pillow. Option is yours. And once you're in a comfortable spot here, you find your comfortable edge, you may place another block behind you before you stack two pillows or a bolster above it. So coming to build sort of like a slide, a slant if you may, for you to lean on. For me, I'll place my soft toy over there to form that slide, that slant for me to lean on comfortably as I slowly lean back. So if this leaning back, if this is comfortable for you, you may stay here today, or you may come down slowly to your forearm, and if this is comfortable, you may stay here. So find what feels the best for you today, for your body, the most nourishing, as you slowly lean into your comfortable edge. In my case, I lean all the way down onto my bolster and reach both arms up overhead, catching hold of my elbow. That feels great for me today. You may place both arms like me, or you may place them to the side, opening both palms facing up. You may also place both palms onto your heart. Wherever you're at, take a moment here, allow yourself to open up through that front body. digesting whatever emotions that you've evoked through the practice earlier. Turning repressed emotions into reliable ones. Come to honor and nurture yourself in this pose, surrendering, opening to love, to happiness, to ease of mind as you surrender to gratitude. Be grateful, maybe come to notice the beating of your heart, and simply be grateful that you are alive, right here, right now. Expressing your final thanks to yourself as you slowly come out of the pose, just as how you come into the pose. So allow your palms to slowly guide you back up and release all the prop, placing to one side of the mat here. Take your time, there's a lot of props. So come to slowly place them mindfully to the side of the mat, placing both palms in front of you. Coming back to your tabletop, and this time sending your hips up and back, coming to find downward facing dog. Send your attention to your heel, grounding through your heels as you elongate through your lower back, decompressing your lower back, feeling the stretch through the hamstring, maybe through the ankles. Navigating through this pose as you maybe paddle through your downward dog, allowing the blood to flow, the energy to flow throughout the joints you've compressed earlier, to come to settle and find final stillness here. One final breath as you slowly walk your palms towards your feet and roll yourself up to stand, noticing the flush of energy, reaching both palms up, catch hold of the energy and exhale, slowly folding forward, coming to your dangling pose here. Catching hold of both elbows here, allow yourself to dangle as you bend generously through your knees. Belly to thigh connection here, grounding through your heels, throughout four corners of your feet. As you notice the lengthening to your lower back, allow yourself to take note of maybe a mental or emotional shift, or a shift of perspective throughout this practice, as you learn how to give thanks, to appreciate as you cultivate gratitude. Notice how that shifts you into a more uplifting space. One final loving, deep cleansing breath in. Exhale, slowly lower your hip down, coming to hug your knee to your chest, coming into a fetal squat position here. Hold yourself in this loving space, sending love to yourself. Final hug, final squeeze, and send both feet forward as you come to sit down. Sending your feet forward, scoot yourself to the middle of the mat, bending both knees as you slowly lean back, walking both feet towards the edge of the mat as your knees come to knock, allowing your lower back to rest. Just come to arrive here, mentally, physically. Final surrendering breath in. As you exhale, gently walk both feet together and send both feet up towards the air. Paddle in the air, maybe sending both arms up as well, allowing a gentle blood flow. And slowly grab hold of both feet or your shin, outer edge of your feet or shin, and come to draw your knees towards the ground, towards your outer armpit. You may grab both feet down into your happy baby. Come to find stillness, feeling an energy as you send your tailbone forward, grounding through the lower back here, through the shoulder. Decompressing through the SI joint, opening through the hips. Compression through your stomach, your organs. Allow the gratitude that you have cultivated throughout the practice to wash over as you accept all the love, all the gratitude, and release what no longer serves you here. Surrendering to feeling good. Final release as you come back to center both feet. Slowly draw to center, hugging knees towards your chest. Allowing both feet to come to the ground here as you slowly allow your knee to fall to the left and to the right. Sending some love as you allow your body to come into this gentle twist. easing any final tension through the hips, allowing it to fall to the left and to the right like clockwork here at your own pace. Final nourishment to the body, alternating your left and right. Tick, tock, tick, tock. As you slowly inch your heels forward and journey into Savasana, slowly kicking both feet to the corner of the mat. Relax, allow yourself to melt here. Opening both palms to your side and coming into a final pose. Allow yourself to relax completely into the pose. Noticing how you feel. Take this time to allow your awareness to travel inwards. You may take this time to send love and gratitude for yourself. Self first, because it is difficult to love others before we learn to love ourselves. So it's important to send gratitude and love to ourselves first. Sending it, receiving it with grace. And now, maybe sending to someone you know. Sending it with love, with grace. Be grateful for them. Through this process, it is normal for any other emotion to surge. If any other emotions surge besides gratitude, just be mindful of it. There's no need to judge yourself for whatever you're feeling now. It's your practice. If you have the space to and you can master them, maybe send love and gratitude to those emotions and feelings that surge, the thoughts that surge, and treat them with patience and acceptance and kindness. Tell yourself, may I be happy, may I be well, may I be safe, may I be at peace. Drawing both palms together to connect in front of your third eye. Draw the deepest breath in and release. And that is all, my love. Thank you all for sharing your beautiful practice with me today. Thank you for showing up for yourself today. I hope you find whatever you need through this practice, and I hope you're able to honor and nourish yourself through the practice. From my heart to yours, till next time, bye, namaste.